if I go and put in my email. Okay, so we'll probably go ahead and install MySQL Workbench. I'll show you how that works as well, so that we can get the graphical phase going as well. So basically, to continue where we were, oh, there's my email now for to reset the password. Just going to log in quick. There we go. So it's going to ask you a couple of questions before they're going to allow you to actually download the software. So it's very much a mission um, to actually get, this. See, it's not just okay. Cool, let's download MySQL Workbench, and that's one of the reasons why it's not mainly used, and that's one of the reasons why I don't use it. There's a better way of managing your databases as for using that. So let's get back to MySQL. So as I said, if we want to use a GUI, we're either going to use MySQL Workbench or we can use my PHP admin, and that's basically what I'm going to show you as well. Now, there's a lot of third-party applications that you can also use. Now, the third-party proprietary and free graphical administration applications or front ends are available for the integrated MySQL. And this basically enables the users to work with database structures and databases visually. Now, some well-known front ends in the alphabetical order are Adminer, DataBkick, DB DBForce, FlightSQL, and it goes on and on and on. This and my PHP admin, and that's a web-based one. You've got SQL Buddy, also a web-based one. I'm just going to open up SQL Buddy so that I can just show you what we have over here with SQL Buddy. That's how SQL Buddy looks like. Oh, it's very much easy to download this one. Um, not sure if it's that good though. Reviews, let's have a look. Speaks your language, blah blah blah. Using MySQL, I have a look at SQL Buddy travel installation, simple yet powerful interface. We're brilliant. So a lot of people use. Looks like they use this one. So that is that's SQL Buddy. So, but we're going to use my PHP my admin. So we're not going to be using this one. So I'm just going to close that down. So basically, the command line, as we see it right here, the MySQL ships with many command line tools, from the main interface, which is the SQL client which we currently have there, to the third-party um, development backend MySQL server command lines, which we won't be using. So the programming languages, uh, it works on SQL and it can work on OS, Mac, and Linux. So yeah, that's basically it. So now let's start off by, now we know and we understand the basics behind what is MySQL. So I want us to actually go ahead and why is that showing limited? I want us to go ahead and call up our database behind our MySQL server. So basically, to do that, we're going to use a command line to actually get that going. So the first thing that we always got to remember, and I'm actually going to close this down. I'm going to open up MySQL again. The first thing is we're going to make sure it's asking us the password. If it doesn't ask us the password, then your MySQL is not configured correctly. If your MySQL is not configured correctly, uninstall it and install it again via web platform install. If you're using a local host like XAMPP, good luck. That is a whole different ball game. Just get IIS to work. It's much, much more simpler. Trust me, I've been at both sides. So the first thing that you want to do is because we've already entered our password, we want to make sure that MySQL is showing right there, because sometimes you'll get that it's not showing there, so always just make sure that it's showing there. So the first thing you want to do is show database. Oh, sorry. Show databases. Let's try that again. Show date. For some reason it's not responding to what I'm trying to tell him. So if it gives us that problem, let's try to access our username password credentials. So we're saying user equals your username, and password equals our password. Oh, that password is wrong. That's not a password. That's the username I typed in there. So the password is password at 123 123 123. Okay, so let's just open up MySQL again. Okay, so let's try this again, because for some reason it's not reading my huh. And it's quite strange. Let's see what's going on here. See, it's saying that, so that is good. Show databases. There we go. Why didn't the previous ones work? That's so strange. Let's have a look. Okay, let's try that again. So I'm going to open up MySQL. And then basically what I'm going to do is I don't want to open up my Python. I just want to open up MySQL. I'm going to type in my password. That's password at 123 123. I'm going to say show databases. There we go. Now you can see that is all the databases that's currently listed inside of my database. So this is one way of accessing all the different databases currently stored in my MySQL database. So the next thing I want to do is select a certain database. And the way that we select a certain database is the following. We're going to say use and let's say test. and then we say view